We recommend any application system grade. Dog into ground. Then pull up on Crips in LA North.
All that, but I know right now I'm on the corner with the Crips, straight up. I don't know 50. 50 don't know me. The nigga drive by us. We don't know who he is, so we looking at the car like, who cuz? He pull off, you turn back, nigga, and pull up like, whoa, what's up? With a video shoot. We like, cuz, this nigga gonna double back. I got respect for cuz. Period. I got some respect for cuz. I mean, you know, I don't get into all niggas' personal shit and all that. No rap, I don't do all that. The way he did that, most rap niggas wouldn't have double back. Most rap niggas been like, is that 10, 15, 20 niggas on the corner? I ain't turning around.
Most niggas wouldn't have double back, homie.
Hey, most niggas, that nigga double back.
He did that, and he stuck his head all the way up out. The wrong stuff.
He double back with his head out the car like,
You expected for that,
so I'm like, oh, like the thing, hey, cuz did that. Straight up, I got respect for cuz for that. I look at, we was far from the shoot, we like on the corner.
Nigga said, what's up, guys?
Yeah, like,
What's up, guys? He like, what's up? Plug up. Put my plug up. Man, time to get back to the trap. Whipping shit. Oh, yeah.
Niggas vest up, all kinds of guns on him, running behind this nigga in meeting. He gotta go to studio, we here.
So y'all was holding them down, really holding them down.
Opening doors, like this nigga was a fucking boss for real, man.
Say that again?
Like we was holding this nigga down like he was a boss for real, man. Yeah, like sound like he was a boss. Opening doors, pistols, all that. We was the security.
So let me ask you a question.
All that music shit, I wasn't with that rapping shit.
That nigga crazy.
Like I was slinging crack and dope for real. And I mean, when 50 stopped slinging, the block became mine. Like,
okay, so he had the block on lock for a minute?
Yeah, he had that shit on. Man, the whole hood was pumping for 50.
Oh, for real?
The whole motherfucking hood. I don't go fuck you. Son cracking 9495, he was pumping for 50.
Wow.
Yeah, he had the whole block pumping. Like, after 50 did what he did, like 50 ain't back down. 50 was banging out in this shit. I know 50 was whooping them niggas' ass. 50's a big boxing ass motherfucker. So I know he was tearing some. And these niggas, it was like 8, 11 of these niggas, know what I mean? Chris Gotti left his Nikes in there size 11. I'll tell you about that. He ran out without his sneakers size 11. But them niggas, that DJ nigga, that fat nigga from Brooklyn, he got poked in his chest. That's who tried to sue, you know what I mean?
Okay.
50-year-old Yayo, ain't none of them had nothing to do with that. My niggas ain't no rats. I wouldn't even run with rats to begin with.
Now Yayo,
Yayo, my nigga, shout out to Free Tony Yayo.
Free Tony Yayo.
Cause he was a part of this, started this shit too. So really used to.
Oh, okay, then. I'll say, but son was always a big ass nigga. I'll be a big boxing nigga.
Right. So he used to fuck niggas up in the hood. This gun game wasn't crazy, but he used to whoop niggas' ass, break niggas' jaws, do all of that.
What's going on with what's up with Yale, man?
Yale, my nigga.
Is he out or is he
Yale in the pen. Yale in the pen. Cause me and son started this, like, he pulled me in. You know what I'm saying?
He's from right here?
Yeah, hey, all of us, man. All of us. I got money with Yale. We smoked back together. I remember when I was fucked up there, I know some pieces here. When he was fucked up, Smurf let me on some here. It was like that, man. We grind.
50 Cent's life has become one of legend.
Because once niggas know your background, and you really do half of the things you rap about, because half of these rappers is liars. See, like in New York, he was already popular because he was a hustler, but when he started rapping, they embraced him even more.
I think 50 is as authentic as they come.
He's a bona fide street gangster.
95% of these rappers is liars, David. So once people know your background and they believe you, that's when they embrace you, you know what I mean?
People get shot one time and die though. You know, like, so you hit 9 times, you like, damn. It's like a whole movie with him.
He was one of the biggest, youngest drug dealers at that time. From 94, 95, he's one of the biggest, youngest drug dealers. At that time, he was like 19.
Ultimately, it is a tale of triumph over adversity.
He was out here with us. So it's like when you see somebody out here with you every day, when you see it for yourself firsthand, then you know what I'm saying, in a way it's like it inspires you.
He's authentic to people. The stuff he's talking about that's coming out of his mouth, his struggle, his pain, is authentic.
At 12 years old, Curtis was arrested for the first time for unlawful possession of a firearm and crack cocaine. It would become the first of many convictions.
In high school, he was like in the 9th grade, and he got caught through the metal detectors. But he was young, so they suspended him from school and they had to release him. So you know, once you're a certain age, you can't go to jail. Got caught with cracks in the school. But he was really doing that, man. Like 50 been boxing since he was like 13. That's why he had advantage on everybody in the hood, because he was always a bigger dude and he could fight. Like, yeah, he broke a lot of people's jaws in the hood too. I ain't gonna lie, sit up here and talk bad about him. He did that. You know what I mean? He still boxes to this day.
And he would punch the shit out you, like I said. He would knock you out. Like, hand to hand, you wasn't gonna see him. He can fight.
By the time he was 19, Curtis was making $5,000 a day from selling crack and heroin, and drove both a Land Cruiser and a luxury Mercedes-Benz 400 SE.
And he had a Benz, you feel me? 50 had a Benz. Before this rap shit, he had a Benz, man. He was getting paper.
A SE 400? You that nigga, hell yeah, you successful.
He was calm most of the time because he was like one of those dudes that you ain't know what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He could be talking to you one minute and you don't know you got a problem and you got a problem with him. You know what I'm saying?
In the summer of 1994, he was arrested twice in 3 weeks.
But when he got locked up and came home, he was like, yo, I gotta do something, man. I'm just tired of going to jail back and forth, selling drugs or whatever. So that's when he stayed focused and he started doing the music thing. And he had just had his son Kesey. That's how he met Jam Master Jay. Like, Jam Master Jay thought he was a basketball player. Because he pulled up at the club, 50 had the 400 Benz. So he couldn't get in the club. So Jam Master Jay remembered him like, yo, you such and such, right? Like a basketball player. 50 was like, yeah. So he got in the club with Jam Master Jay.
Because the way 50 changed the game is, he didn't just spit a rhyme on a mixtape, he created songs.
Oh, those Stepford for a long time ago, like a close friend of 50 robbed Ja. Then Ja seen 50 with him. So 50, you know, he rapping now at the time, so he tried to tell Ja what up. So Ja was looking at him, and 50 had his hand out. So 50 pulled his hand back and was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, that's how that happened in the club. So ever since then, 50 seen him again in Atlanta. That's when they had a fight. 50 punched him in the eye and took his chain. Yeah. Look, I love for homie. I don't care what interview I got. I ain't never gonna come out and just badmouth him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak my piece always, but I ain't gonna sit up here and badmouth nobody. But I'll let you know the truth, though.
We've been paying close attention to your Instagram. You've been keeping yourself pretty busy. Comments towards Snoop, comments towards the Rick Ross photos of the, I guess the best word would be an embrace.
He was going to kiss him. He was going to kiss Puffy. No, that was really Puffy and Steve Stout. It was because of Steve Stout saying some things on the radio. And nobody pays attention to these people until I say something back. So I respond. But you didn't hear Steve Stout say something about me on the radio. That's why I approached him at the actual basketball game.
50 Cent never thanked me for that. Never, ever. The guy made so much money off of that. The guy never thanked me. He walks around, he says he can't stand me.
Why doesn't he stand you?
I don't think he can stand anybody. I don't know who he likes, but he definitely doesn't like me.
But you gave him his first deal.
I gave him his first deal, gave him the sneaker deal. I don't know. He needs to make a hit record again, though, honestly.
Yeah, he does.
He's doing everything disguising the fact that he has not made a hit.
Well, listen, you don't have to get paid for that consultation because you're stating the obvious. We all know that.
I actually just spoke to Steve the other day, and
What did he tell you? I said,
I didn't ask him. I didn't.
why would you ask him? What you ask me?
You're the one who said it.
No. You said, why would you ask? Why wouldn't you ask him? What did 50 say to you?
You never know.
No, it just felt like when he came in, he was suited up, and it didn't feel appropriate. This made you ask me that. This shit. If I didn't wear this in the basketball shirt and I came in a suit, you probably wouldn't have asked me.
You feel that way?
I think so. I think that's really why. Because in presentation, they'll expect me to push the envelope to move the story further. And him, you don't ask him because he's getting into shallow waters. Like he's getting closer to actually getting his ass whooped. You feel what I'm saying? Once you start saying things and then I actually feel like I have to come to you. I don't know where, whose fault is it? Later, like when the journalist, he said it himself, right? It's him. But it sets him up. Like it sets him up because it provides the opportunity for him to go down that extra lane, and some of them are not smart enough not to.
The questions usually get aimed towards you because you are the one to step up and confront someone. You are the one to walk up to someone to speak your mind.
They call me the bully. Why is it like I'm responding to something that he said? Do we say good for him? If I smack fire out of him in front of everybody, Madison Square Garden, wow! Well, you see his skin damn near come off the side of his head. Does anyone say good for the bully for responding to someone else attacking him?
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy H Money straight out of Brooklyn. Alright, man, here go an interview. Shout outs to the Breakfast Club, an old interview with 50 Cent discussing Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, The Game, and a couple other things like how he don't understand how people were scared of Suge Knight.
We've been paying.
There are many differences between regular people and drug kingpins. Not only is their life full of violence and unexpected events, you just never know when the police are gonna come bang down your door. Their homes are also, well, a little bit nicer looking than ours. People call it narcoarchitectura, the drug lord architecture. Think mansions, swimming pools, luxurious cars, secret passages. Even their own tombs have air conditioning, and it almost feels like a celebrity's fortune. So join us. Joaquin Guzman, also known as El Chapo, is among one of the most known drug kingpins, and the public has been trying to have a peek into his home for many, many years. It finally happened after his last arrest in 2016. But why did it take so long? Well, Guzman escaped from a high-profile prison twice, and if you're not familiar with the story, he was the leader of the powerful criminal organization known as the Sinaloa Cartel. And many call him one of the biggest drug lords of our time. He was also named as one of the richest people on Earth. His net worth are in the estimates of around $1 billion. Now his house is quite unique, ordinary looking on the outside, but features a dressing room with a mirror, which leads to a secret doorway, leading to a tunnel down to the city's drainage system. This is where he managed to hide before he was recaptured. And that's not all. After the police raided his home, in a man-made cafe in the tunnels. El Chapo also had plenty of stolen art in his possession, as well as exotic animals in his zoo. Just imagine what it would be like if you owned a Black Panther. He also had a bunch of weaponry and plenty of cash like any good drug lord would. And it was spread out everywhere. It must be a real struggle when you have so much money that you're not really sure what to do with it, so you just